Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We're George and Martha.
Hello.
And today we'll be recapping the Real Housewives of New York City. Making up is hard to do. Well,
How did that go?
we've had the meeting of LuAnn and Dorinda.
How did that go?
I don't know where Bethany's coming with.
Great.
It was really awkward. It would be like if I asked you, how are the cats?
They're great.
That's not friendship. This is not good. Things are on ice. But I don't blame, Dorinda says that LuAnn is the one scared. See, boy, did I wish that I am. I don't know about that. I think she's just pissed at you.
Yeah, she is.
I think you're just really not nice and you don't want to own up to your part in this.
Well, what's her tagline?
Something like, if you have a problem with me, it's your problem.
Says it all.
No, said the alcoholic. Well, we're having a conversation, Sonja's leading, about who's f***able in the group. And she says that Tinsley's like a little doll that you put on the shelf, but she's not f***able.
I agree.
I completely agree. I don't think Tinsley gives off a very sexual energy. But apparently she declares everybody else f***able. Ramona's f***able, she's f***able. She goes, Bethany, speaking of f***able. That is kind of true. They're all sexy. LuAnn's sexy. They all have a sex. Even Ramona with her terrible flirting. She's a sexual creature. Tinsley.
Fox News.
Tinsley, to me, I feel like if you saw Tinsley naked, it would be like a Barbie doll. She doesn't have anything. That's what it's like. But in the course of this conversation, Barbara
Borderline Betty
turns to Sonja and she's like, I'll be your f***able friend. And Ramona's like, because she goes both ways. And then Sonja in her talking head reveals she does go both ways. It's been validated.
Shocking.
Like, it's not just a rumor. And she goes, no, not just because she's masculine looking, because people have been there. Okay. I don't really know what to make of that information.
My reaction, of course she's...
It is a little bit of a stereotype.
Bisexual.
She runs a contracting company. She's the CEO of a construction company. So, and she does have, her business is the toolkits.
And the way she dresses.
Yeah, I don't know if she's the straightest. She's a little butch. Which is, actually it kind of made me like her this much more. This much. I still don't like her. She's still in the red with me. But it just, I don't know, it gave her some depth. Other than just being a pot stir. Now she's bisexual, Barbara. I don't really buy that.
It's all very forced.
I don't know if I buy that Barbara's bisexual.
No. In the words of our dearly departed Joan Rivers.
May she rest in peace.
She probably spent some time with Hillary Clinton in Lake Lickapussy.
We finally get the in-person condolence from Ramona to Bethany. And I just have to say, I didn't think Ramona did such a great job. It was awkward for her. But Bethany accepts it. And she has accepted it from every single one of the ladies. She accepted it from John, Dorinda's boyfriend. No matter how, effusive or just a quick, I'm so sorry, how's everything going? To Dorinda crying and, what's the word, commiserating.
She did this. She went.
Yeah. She, freaked out. But Bethany accepts it. And it's just such a contrast to the ladies of Beverly Hills, where it's like, there is one thing, Erica, you note. It's just, there's such a difference between these groups. Bethany's like, whatever you say, sorry is good enough for me. Whether you mean it, whether you don't mean it, thank you for saying it. She understands that Ramona has no social skills. She gets it. She's like, I get that she just wants to say it and get away. I respect that. And in Beverly Hills, it's like, you'll have an entire season about this.
Yeah.
The note. I'm sure we'll be hearing about that at the they bring copies of their condolences.
And have
you seen this on New York? Nobody's been whipping out what they sent to Bethany. Nobody. But on Beverly Hills, you carry around a copy of your condolence card, your sympathy card.
You have to have receipts. I think that's what she said.
Yeah, because you have nothing better to do. I need to know where this woman came from who just showed up and asked Sonja
on the mouth.
She goes, yeah, I didn't get a chance to kiss you. And I thought she meant like goodbye. Yeah, and then she comes over. No, in the mouth.
Give Daddy a big sloppy kiss.
But did you see Sonja's face when she breaks away? She goes, oh my God.
She went back in again.
You know why they're all uncomfortable? Because it wasn't like a cute, like, oh, the girls got wild.
It was like a...
Oh no, it was like they were about to start.
And Barbara must have been very jealous.
Yeah, she had just told her, I want to be your fuckable buddy. Didn't she say, I'll be your fuckable friend? And then there you go. You're
Stay away from that Holland tunnel, Sonja.
Yeah, Sonja can do better. But then Sonja starts singing, money can buy you ass sometimes. I think that would be a great verse for the song.
Yeah, for money can't buy you class.
Yeah, she goes, but money can buy you ass sometimes.
She's great.
She is. I go Sonja, but all the ladies are like really uptight about it, and I don't think it's anything homophobic. I think they just feel like, whoa, like they just feel like they intruded on a very private moment. Talk about get a room.
I think Sonja might be my favorite bottom on TV. Sorry, Andy.
I'll never get over that tagline.
Oh yeah, what is it?
I love being on top, but lately I prefer being
Bottoming.
a bottom. I'll never get over that. It's the greatest tagline in Housewives history. So ordered. Oh, ladling the soup is not easy. Hold on a second. Can I ash in it? Oh, you didn't see that. Here you go. Whoop, sorry, I spilled some. Oh. What? LuAnn, I've never seen community service like this, first of all. You get to volunteer with God's Love We Deliver.
I mean, I'm turning into a snowflake right now because all I'm thinking of is like white privilege.
It is white privilege. Like, whenever I see people doing community service, they are like on the side of a highway and it's 90 degrees out and they have vests on, like humiliating.
Yeah.
They don't get to bring their friends.
Chain gang.
To God's Love We Deliver and then behave so poorly. I think she tasted the soup at one point and she's just dropping it everywhere and complaining. And then her friend comes over and goes, yeah, we'll have a real Lucy and Ethel moment. I don't know about you, but I forgot the part where Lucy assaulted a police officer. Real Lucy and Ethel broke into someone else's hotel room because she was so wasted. You know, what is the closest we get?
I don't know if Lucy's been in rehab 2 times.
What does she think? This is like Vitamin Vegemin? LuAnn, Vitamin Vegemin was not, I'll kill you. I love this little flashback we get to OG LuAnn when she was still an asshole and she's like, oh, I've done community service before. And it's her with this poor little black girl who's okay, a little chubby, but she's like, LuAnn's like, how old are you? How old? 10? Right away, it's like, be nice, old Countess LuAnn. But no, she's like, oh, you have plenty of time. You can lose the weight. But LuAnn, I mean, I kind of feel like karma got her. But did it? Because like she said, now I'm a cabaret star.
Yeah, but I
don't think that's going to last.
No.
That the cabaret thing can only go so far.
Not Liza Minnelli.
No, she's no Liza. I think LuAnn, I really don't want to say this, but I have a really bad feeling about LuAnn.
Like what?
That something bad is going to happen to LuAnn in the end of this. Like, I don't see LuAnn, like, getting better. I think LuAnn...
Well, she isn't getting better. She's
distracted with her show.
She's not focused on herself.
I hope she doesn't watch this. What? These 2 kids think I'm going to jump off a bridge. But I have a bad feeling. Well, let's all keep LuAnn in our prayers. Pray to St. Joan of God's Love We Deliver. Dale is back and better than ever. Tinsley, have you seen my shoes? They're Tinsley's ex-husband's wife's design. And she's just rubbing it in her face, which is bad enough, right? But imagine being poor Tinsley. Like, she knows she's 43. She wants to have babies. It didn't work out with her high school sweetheart. Then Dale's like, he has the most beautiful baby I have ever seen. Ever. I mean, the most beautiful. Her mother is Blanche Dubois. It's amazing.
And the dog.
And Bambi. Oh my god, I love that they share Bambi. I love Bambi.
They share Bambi?
Yeah.
So wait, Bambi goes back and forth?
Bambi goes back and forth. Well, Dale uses Bambi as an excuse to come to New York and remind Tinsley that she's a spinster. I know you're missing Bambi, but I just wanted to remind you that Topper's baby is beautiful.
And she sends the baby a present.
She sent a present. Thanks, Dale. Now we know why Tinsley's self-worth is in the shitter.
She acts like a 5-year-old.
Yep. And I actually really like Tinsley, but I don't know. Dale.
Reminds me of Megyn Kelly.
A little bit, but I think she's nicer than Megyn Kelly. But I think Dale needs her own show. Wouldn't you watch a Dale show?
I would watch a
Dale
talk
doing,
show.
Yeah, doing needlepoint, right? Like The View, but hosted by Dale.
And that's
Imagine
it.
Hot Topics.
What would she say?
Who is Justice Smollett? Oh, my stars. He faked the whole thing. And they dropped the charges. Well, they dropped the charges against Tinsley, too. What white privilege? Guys, we really want to know, what is a sky roof? Does Sonja mean skylight?
Yeah, but they were on like a bottom floor, I believe. So where the fuck would skylight be?
I don't know what a sky roof is. I don't think such a thing exists. But I do believe that Sonja can caulk it better than anybody.
My favorite bottom.
I am sure that Sonja caulking that sky roof for years and years has no connection to the flood that's ensued.
No.
Definitely not Sonja's fault. But I'm glad, because she goes back there and it's like Miss Havisham. She starts acting crazy again.
Yeah.
And she's been doing so much better, like in the new place. Like even Dorinda's like, she's back in the terrace, acting all manic. Yeah, you wanted to talk, Dorinda. What a date. This guy is like a serial killer. Ramona's going on and on about how Rory the matchmaker found her this guy. He's awful. Awful. He's like, I was born in Germany. And she's like, oh, is that true? He's like, well, what's more important is where I was conceived. Okay. Doesn't explain that. Then is like playing coy about where he was born.
Yeah.
Then everything Ramona says in her talking head is important to her. I like someone to be social. I like someone with good morals. He's like, yeah, I have a 16-acre house in the woods, so I don't have to talk to anybody ever.
I thought he said I have teenagers in the woods.
He probably does.
He probably.
He's a creep.
He kind of reminds me of Hannibal Lecter.
He's very creepy. He's really creepy, and there were like major red flags. And poor Ramona, I mean, I thought Ramona held it together pretty well, considering he goes, judge me and I'll kill you, it's toxic. Judge me and I'll kill you, it's toxic. I don't even know how she sat through the rest of that day. I'd be like, why don't you go f yourself?
He's just as good as flirting as she is.
I don't think that was flirting. I think that was like stalking his prey. You know, he goes, can I tell you my philosophy on marriage? She's like, no. And then she goes, la 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 la.
And then she starts putting her sweater on.
Yep. God bless Ramona. Okay, so we're in Little Italy.
I feel like I'm at a newcomers meeting.
I don't know what was the point of this, I guess to make peace with Dorinda and LuAnn, but Bethany, I guess, told them it was like a gangster theme because they were in Little Italy. And Dorinda thinks she's saying gangsta, I guess. And she shows up with like rapper hair, pink hair, looks like an idiot. LuAnn comes, is like...
Lil Kim, she is not.
Yeah, she looks like Nicki Minaj, okay? And then LuAnn comes and Dorinda's like, you don't like it? You don't like the pink hair? And LuAnn's like, with the pink lipstick. And then we get a talking head from Barbara who's like, LuAnn came as herself. Just because she spent a night in jail doesn't mean she's a gangster.
The dumbest comment.
Unbelievable.
Barbara, you're not good at this. I'm sure you're a decent person.
I don't know.
Behind closed doors.
I don't know that she is. I don't get a good vibe from her. I really don't. But Dorinda really has a problem. I mean, Bethany's like trying to get them to
Dorinda is an alcoholic. I'm sorry. I think she
is 100%. But this is like a kindergarten thing, like where you get the two kids. Bethany's like a kindergarten teacher. Like, just say I'm sorry. I took your glue, and Johnny, just say I'm sorry. Like
maybe I can't. Maybe we're not ready. And she's putting it on everybody else. Where she's putting it on
Yeah, maybe.
LuAnn, put it. It's not time.
Maybe we put a pin in it.
And maybe we put a pin in it until we forget about it. She wants us to forget about it and move past it.
Yeah, exactly.
Without acknowledging it because
But
of her
then-
ego.
Yeah, and Bethany's like, can you just like own that you heckled the Giovanni? She's like, I didn't heckle the Giovanni. Are you kidding me? She sat there, and I love the flashbacks to this because her whole face was so different at that thing. She was looking at LuAnn with like demon eyes. Thank you, Giovanni. It was like the most evil thing. It was like somebody brought The Exorcist to this
What
cabaret
happened
show.
when she was turned? She was turning.
I had forgotten that they have two beefs. So originally, LuAnn was very hurt because in Cartagena, we all know that she was like, oh, I didn't get a mugshot, you're a felon. Basically calls LuAnn a piece of shit. They made up after that, and then she got upset with her for not inviting John to the cabaret, and then started in with the Giovanni. So this is a very layered issue.
Why didn't she invite John to the cabaret?
Would you invite John to the
I
cabaret?
wouldn't, no.
I wouldn't. So I think this is mostly Dorinda's fault. I don't really think it's LuAnn's. And I think LuAnn clarified what she meant that day, and it's just, they're not going anywhere. But like Bethany says, one day they're going to beat the shit out of each other, and
She'll be there eating popcorn.
that'll be it. Skinny girl popcorn.
Do they have that?
Mm-hmm. It's quite good.
Oh, I'm sure.
But LuAnn in the talking head is like, well, just because she gives me a kiss and we're in Little Italy, it doesn't mean it's the kiss of death. It just means it's the kiss of muh.
She's good. That was good. Take note, Barbara.
What was that you wanted to show, Miss Sonja?
Well, Dad cried when he saw that I made cum load.
You made cum load?
Cum loady?
Your little girl got cum load?
Cum loady? Cum loudy? What do you say? Cum load.
What is it, Tinsley? How much did I pay for you to get cum louded?
Yeah, she went to UCF.
Oh, really?
You were in UFC. Cum load at you.
Cum load. Poor Tinsley. I think it's really become clear where she's gotten her personality flaws from. That she struggles with the low self-esteem and letting Scott string her along. And then we see Sonja calling her unfuckable. Dale nonstop commenting and praising her ex-husband's babies. Don't you feel for her?
Yeah, I do.
I love Sonja, and Sonja is right about Tinsley's mistakes. But and I love Dale too. I just think they're both a little hard on her, and I don't think it's helping her. Makes me sad. Poor Tinsley.
Poor Tinsley.
There is something seriously wrong with Dorinda, and I think it goes way deeper than this beef with LuAnn.
Oh no, it's there's a sickness. There's something disturbing.
She denies things like Trump. Like, they showed the footage. I didn't heckle the Giovanni. What waving papers around 3 weeks ago? She says Sonja was the one pulling out LuAnn's lawsuit, and there she is with her phone. Downloaded the copy of the lawsuit against LuAnn from her children. Then says, I really feel sorry for LuAnn because I don't even think about this. She's like obsessed with me. But you're the one.
She's projected. This
It's
is like
really like Trump.
this is like crazy projection.
It's really bad. And
Because I think Dorinda is a good person.
I think she is too. I
Trump is
100%. No, I know, but I mean, like the way she's behaving is very like how Trump will say something and be like he just said, he's like, I never said Mexico was going to pay for the wall.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, you did. I don't know what's up with Dorinda. I think it really comes down to her being so afraid of admitting she's an alcoholic, and that LuAnn got really close to that and saying she's turning and said it on television. And she took a lot last season. Bethany called her a drunk, and I think it's her level of denial is just really, really, really bad.
Scary. It's disturbing, but I did love her kicking Barbara out of her apartment.
I know, and it was so petty. Like, you could take your renovations and do them yourself. Oh, like, okay, Barbara, like, yeah, Dorinda doesn't know another contractor in New York. So petty, you know. I mean, I didn't like the way Barbara
And her
behaved.
snakeskin.
I have to say though, Dorinda's apartment is a little shabby.
I like that though.
I liked it. I just thought it was a little. Well, again, it speaks to the denial thing, because Barbara's point, you brought over someone to look at your apartment and say what needs to be fixed, and they show like the lights are all broken and the floor is really bad. And she's just saying, like, there's a couple of things you could do if you're going to rent this out. And Dorinda's just like, no, not for rental. No, I don't think so. No. Everything's, no, I don't see the problem. No. The sky's blue. No, I don't see it.
Yeah.
What color is this shirt?
Green.
What? No, I don't see green. I see polka dots. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it looks like we're going to get a lot of fun. I'm so glad they're going to the Berkshires next week. Always a good time. They make it nice. And I'm looking forward to it. Certainly going to be a treat compared to Beverly Hills. Which I've stopped watching. So, yeah. All right. On that note, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave us a comment. What do you think is wrong with Dorinda?
We know.
Well, maybe people have theories. Do you think it's that she's just really hurt over LuAnn? Do you think that she has a mental problem? Do you think she's an alcoholic? Or do you have another theory? And where do you stand on Barbara Kay now?
Oh, no.
I'm going to ask this at the end.
Every time.
Every time. I want to know. Because I think this is going to keep evolving in a negative direction. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.